Most people have no idea where they stand financially. You look at social media, you see vacations and new cars, and you assume everyone else is ahead of you. Meanwhile, you're lying awake at night wondering if your savings, income, and debt are normal or are they a complete disaster. When you understand the real numbers behind income, spending, debt, and retirement, you gain a clear path to move ahead of the average person. If you ignore this, though, you risk working for decades and retiring with so little saved that you're forced to spend and survive on a small Social Security check. In this video, I'm covering 3 money stats on the average person: income stats, debt stats, and retirement stats. And before we get started, you should know that I went from 6-figure debt in my 20s to millionaire in my 30s. So I've really lived both of these spectrums, and I share what I learned on my YouTube channel. Let's start with income and spending, because this is where everything begins. According to the most recent data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the median full-time worker earns a little over $1,000 per week, which comes out to about $52,000 per year before taxes. After taxes, that number drops fast. At the same time, the average household spends about $5,577 per month, or roughly $67,000 per year. Here's the problem. If the average household spends $67,000 per year, they need to earn far more than that before taxes to break even. Housing alone costs around $1,885 per month. Transportation adds another $900, food takes about $700, add those 3 together and you're already near $3,500 per month. And we have not even touched insurance, healthcare, or entertainment. Many people think they need a higher salary to get ahead, but the real issue is spending close to every dollar that they bring home. If you earn $70,000 as a household and spend $67,000, there's almost nothing left to build wealth. On the other hand, if you cut monthly spending by $1,000, you free up $12,000 per year. Invest $12,000 per year for 20 years, and that gap between you and the average person becomes massive. Track your monthly expenses and set a target to live on less than you earn by a wide margin. This means aiming to save around 10 to 15% of your income instead of the 6% that we see most people are saving. Once you control spending, the next step is to avoid high interest debt. This is number 2. The average household carries over $9,000 in credit card debt. Credit card interest rates often sit between 15 and 20%. At 20% interest on $9,000, you're paying $1,800 per year in interest alone. And this is where many financial plans fall apart. People invest in the stock market hoping to earn 7 or 8% while they're paying 20% on credit cards. That math does not add up or work. Every dollar going toward interest is a dollar that you're not building toward your future. Some argue that they need credit cards for emergencies. And yes, emergencies do happen. But ongoing balances usually also come from clothes, electronics, dining out, impulse purchases, choices. If you carry a balance month after month, the interest keeps stacking up. Over 5 years, that $1,800 per year in interest turns into $9,000 lost without buying anything new. Make it your top priority to eliminate credit card debt balances before investing heavily. Pay your cards in full every single month and avoid charging purchases you cannot fully cover in cash with your bank. So this also means not using the buy now, pay later tools like Affirm, Klarna, or Afterpay when you're checking out. This means only buying things that you can pay for now in full, not later. Now the debt is handled, we need to talk about retirement savings. So number 3, according to the Federal Reserve's most recent survey data, the median amount Americans have saved for retirement is $65,000. For people 65 and older, the median balance is about $88,000. Using the common 4% rule, $88,000 generates roughly $3,500 per year, or less than $300 per month. That number should grab your attention. The average Social Security benefit is around $1,550 per month. You add the $300 from savings and you're looking at under $2,000 per month to live on. For many retirees, that's barely covering housing, food, and medical costs. 1 out of 4 Americans has no retirement savings at all. If you retire at 61, which is the average retirement age, you might wait years before full Social Security benefits return. Retirement lasts 20 to 25 years for many people, and funding 2 decades of life on a small savings is going to create stress instead of the freedom that we are all desiring to have in retirement. Some people think they'll catch up later, but the truth is the earlier that you invest, the more time your money has to grow. So you start investing for retirement as early as possible and aim to contribute at least 10 to 15% of your income to that retirement savings. Increase your contributions each time your income rises so that your lifestyle does not expand as fast as your paycheck. That really is the key there. And when you combine controlled spending, zero credit card debt, and consistent investing, you move far ahead of the average financial path. The main takeaway is simple. The average person's numbers are not strong, we see here, and small changes put you in a completely different position over time. This is within reach. I run a community for women paying off debt and saving their first $100,000. If you are ready to start saving more, I invite you to join my $100,000 savings challenge on School. The link is in the description below. And if you enjoyed this video, hit subscribe and I'll see you in next week's video.